Ask almost any American why Chicago is called the Windy City, and you'll get the same answer. The weather. Cold winds off Lake Michigan, freezing winters, gusts between skyscrapers. Sounds logical. It's also completely wrong, because Chicago didn't earn its nickname from the sky. It earned it from people, loud people, powerful people, and some of the most aggressive politicians America had ever seen. This is the true story of why Chicago is called the Windy City, and why it has nothing to do with the weather. In the mid-1800s, Chicago was exploding. Not culturally, not artistically, economically. Railroads converged here. Meatpacking boomed. Grain poured in from the Midwest. Chicago wasn't elegant. It was loud, fast, ambitious, and most importantly, it wanted respect. Back then, America's elite cities were on the East Coast. New York, Boston, Philadelphia. Chicago was the newcomer, and newcomers had something to prove. In 19th century America, calling someone windy didn't mean cold air. It meant full of hot air. Someone who talked too much, bragged too loudly, promised more than they could deliver. And Chicago politicians, they talked a lot. They boasted about Chicago's growth, Chicago's future. Chicago becoming the greatest city in the world, newspapers noticed, and rival cities laughed. The moment that truly locked in. The nickname came in the 1890s. America was choosing a city to host the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, the largest event the nation had ever planned. New York wanted it. Washington wanted it. St. Louis wanted it. Chicago demanded it. Chicago politicians flooded newspapers with promises. Bigger buildings, more visitors, greater glory. New York editors fired back. They called Chicago leaders windbags, full of empty promises, blowing hot air. One New York newspaper sneered, "Chicago is the Windy City, full of hot air and loud bragging." The insult stuck, and Chicago won the fair. Here's the twist most people never hear. Chicago isn't even the windiest major city in America. Cities like Boston, San Francisco, Dodge City, all record higher average wind speeds. But myths don't care about facts. The nickname spread. Chicago embraced it, slowly, reluctantly, then proudly. The insult became identity. By the early 20th century, the political insult faded. The weather explanation took over. Tourism brochures leaned into it. The Windy City sounded poetic, mysterious, better than the city of loud politicians. And over time, Americans forgot the original meaning. But language remembers, even when we don't. Chicago's nickname isn't about climate. It's about ambition. It's about a city that talked itself into power, that refused to stay quiet, that dared to challenge older, richer cities, and won. The Windy City isn't cold, it's loud, and in America, sometimes the loudest voice reshapes history. I'm Clyde Chester, and this is History of United States, where America's stories are hiding in plain sight.